Berkeley. I'm on Broadway. I ordered a burrito from the burrito shop. And for some reason, I think it used to be called the College Burrito Shop. That's what I remember growing up. And I guess the new owner changed it to the burrito shop. And then we passed Rockridge area, Rockridge like mall, and they changed it to the Ridge to make it seem more posh. So this place that I'm going to show you now, it says Namaste Patio, but I think it used to be like Normandy Place, and they changed it from Normandy Place to Namaste Patio, which was nice because I would have thought, like if I just looked at it at a glance, I would have thought it was Normandy Place still. I think, it's a nice little place we used to hang out. So I'm gonna drive down this way. I'm letting the battery pack charge before I move on to the rest of my day, because I noticed that when I use the battery pack to charge the two phones, it decharges really quickly. That's why I need 3 battery packs. I feel I need really 2 battery packs for each phone would be great. That's what I'm moving toward. But for now, I'm charging the 1 battery pack I have, and now using this phone to sightsee. It's at 71%. The other phone is at 82%. So I hope you enjoyed this view. I can't like move it while I'm driving, but I'm doing my best and I'm having fun, and then I'll get back to trying to make some money, inshallah. So I'm going to go this way so you can really see it. And you see how beautiful, and like they say Sacramento is the city of trees, but Berkeley, California is the city of trees. So here's what I used to call, I think, Normandy Place. It's now called Namaste Patio. And you can see, you can sit out on the patio. It's a very nice little place to kick it. If I was young and again and smart, I would be hanging out here, coming to the cafe, doing my homework. But I used to do my homework at the UC Berkeley campus. Here comes a fire truck. I wonder where it's going. And there's lots of nice little shops and eateries, and especially in this area, from where I am now until the light where you see the BART heading to Walnut Creek. This restaurant, this is where I used to go. And now they have several places I've seen in Berkeley. I've seen a couple of restaurants with that name. And this market over here, they have, you know, people like cheese, but I don't like cheese. Celebrate Life at Home. This little place, I can't get you. Celebrate Life at Home. I can't really get it. So let me back it up. But this is nice doing these lives, because now I can edit them later and put them together and say something different on TikTok. Now we're going under the overpass. If you go to the right, you'll head up in Orinda, Walnut Creek. But let's go to Berkeley. Now you see this school right here? I did my student teaching there. Claremont Middle School, with a racist teacher from Mills. I hated doing doing student teaching there. And do you know that I found they told me they couldn't find any black female teachers. No, they told me they couldn't find any black teachers. I didn't even ask for female teachers. But I taught at Oakland High, and I found a black female teacher who had cancer, and she was willing to let me take over her class. And Mills College, that racist educational institution run by Anna Rickert, said no. And they put me here at Claremont with this white lady who I did not want to be with. And they want me to pay student loans back for that robbery, for that highway robbery? I think not. I think not. Okay, so now here's Bank of America. There used to be an ice cream shop here, a really good ice cream shop that I bring Twanisha to. She didn't appreciate shit from me. Never, ever. Now we're in the popular place. You see this light coming up on corner? There used to be the original Body Shop. You see that orange building? Now it says About Face. That was the original Body Shop. And then the Body Shop that you all see in the mall bought the name, and then the real Body Shop that had the real products closed, which came from Berkeley. But this is a very popular street. Alcatraz Avenue, very popular street. Very, very popular. I've driven down this street so many times. Now we're going into Berkeley again. We're gonna turn around and come back. Oh, and About Face is not even open anymore. Body Shop, when it used to be there, everybody went there. They had the best products. Best natural products. And a Body Shop that took their name. I wish they had never bought that name. I wish they had found a better name and not taken the name of the Body Shop. Because the real Body Shop was something to be admired. I think we'll head to Berkeley Bowl while we're wasting time. Because I haven't been in Berkeley Bowl. Now we're in Berkeley. Just passing the post office, and this place, now there's a place down the street that I heard has some good ice cream too. I see a Pakistani restaurant, I see a nail spa, there's a movie theater, and this movie theater is still open because it is a good neighborhood, right? See all the white old retired people? This is a good neighborhood, right? And that movie theater is still open. But right to the left, there was an ice cream shop that's really good. And I'm in Berkeley, and this is a really nice area to hang out. And, if you had time to shop. You see the movie theater? That movie, what are they playing? So I don't know. I don't see Sinners. I saw Sinners on Broadway. I was actually going to go to the movie theater. Oh, they are playing Sinners. Okay. So now I'm going to keep down this street. And I think to the right, hold on, before I go, let me stop right here. So on the left-hand side, there was an ice cream shop. I'm not sure if it's still open, but there seems like there's some stores that are closed. And that happens, that happens. But let's look and see if I can find it. But I heard they used to have the best ice cream, and there was lines around the corner for this ice cream. And to me, it looks like maybe it doesn't exist anymore. They have Mediterranean, they have the Wood Grill, Sense by the Bay. No, Looks like the ice cream place closed. That is really sad. I never even got a chance to taste that ice cream. Never. 14 carats, jewelry, Nepal, Tibet, clothes, very nice clothes. I would go shop there. You can't see it, but they got some nice shops in here. This is where you get your sexy stuff. Vintage, sexy, all kind of stuff on this street. When you want to go to a party and you want to have something that nobody else wore, this is where I would come back in the day, right? I would come here. Let me show you. I'm gonna turn around. Let me turn around real quick. And the thing about Berkeley is we have so many little shops that are gems. Gems. G-E-M-S. A toy store. Oh, I wish I could go to Mr. Mops. Maybe I'll go to Mr. Mops. So there's a lot of little stores. But I'm going to keep going down College. Aunt Claire, AC Transit. AC, the acronym is AC. And we used to say, how you getting home? And they would say, Aunt Claire. Aunt Claire means AC Transit. This bus right here, 51B. I know all these buses because we had a bus pass and we went everywhere. We never just stayed in the house and played video games. We went everywhere. We was always outside. We was always in the streets. And we was never just right in front of our house. We went places. We visited. We had fun. Sure did. Had a lot of fun. UC Berkeley graduated. The engineers. On Saturday, the general undergrad graduated from UC Berkeley. But today, the engineers graduated from UC Berkeley. You can see the streets are very small. And people are just moving and taking care of their business. Have a lot of one-way streets. See, this is a one-way street. So if you don't know where you're going, it can be a little difficult for you. This is the old tennis courts. Let me stop here. This is the old tennis courts across the street for Cal Berkeley. Very, very nostalgic area for me. Extremely nostalgic area for me. I can't tell you how many times I walk down these streets on my lunch breaks to get to work. I mean, this is my time to go to parties. Okay, I mean, this is the area in the B-Town. This is the B-Town, Channing Way. Oh my goodness. But today it's nothing like it was back in my day. Back in my day in junior high, oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Just like everywhere, it's too much construction work on the war. I mean, there's too much construction work on the road. So where he is, he just backed up. And I'm going to turn because I'm like, I don't want to have anything to do with that. So let's turn. I would have kept going, but when I saw him back up like that in the middle of the street, oh no, I don't want anything to do with that. Even though I have to go back to Broadway to get the now we're going down towards Shattuck in Berkeley High School, where I used to teach. So let's just do a drive-by around Berkeley Heights. But this area, these are all new condos, but they don't look new. But they do look better than what I remember, but they do look worn down a little bit too. Now here we are, my old stomping ground, Telegraph Avenue. Okay, and here's the start of the parking lot, and then here we go. This is where I used to work. On the left-hand side of this corner used to be called Headlines, and it was a really cool store. And before I went to college, I became the supervisor and went on salary. And then I worked up the street to the right, where I'm about to go to the right, and that's Leopold Record Store, which used to be the most popular record store in the Bay Area. So on the left, across the street, you see Blondie's Pizza. Shout out to Blondie's Pizza. They're still in business after all these years. And this over here to the right used to be a shoe store, a really nice shoe store. You see Bank of America, they ain't left. They still making their money. They still making their money, right? Now here was the most popular street, because on the right-hand side was Leopold Record Store, this orange building, and then upstairs used to be an arcade. Let me go slowly. And what was really cool about working at Leopold's, you see those windows? I used to do security, and right here, the guys used to hang out and do breakdancing. And I could see it and be at work, and they would go downstairs to the pizza parlor or go upstairs to the arcade. And Money B and all the people from Digital Underground, except for Shock G, I never met him, they used to come here and kick it and be real super cool. And across the street was a good place to eat, and some of the Kingpin Donuts, you see that Kingpin Donuts? That's some of the best donuts ever. But I am too fat to be eating them donuts. You will not see me eating those donuts today, I promise you. Let's continue. But my lunch, I used to eat there. All the food there. And my mom used to take me to Top Dog, which is still here. You see Taco Bell, La Burrita, those are new. But this right here, Top Dog right there, you see he's eating a hot dog. That's Top Dog. It's been there since 1972, since I was a baby. Okay? Since I was a baby. Now this is UC Berkeley campus, and right here straight ahead, there's a swimming pool there. Right here, there's a swimming pool. And that swimming pool used to be all white kids, but I was in some kind of summer program, or I did something, and I used to swim there, but I couldn't swim. But I remember that pool, and that's a nice pool right there. But if you're not familiar with the area, you would never know there was a pool right there. Across to the right is UC Berkeley, and then let me back it up. And to the left is the shops where the students go. Like, there's some cool shops over here. Bancroft Clothing Company, it's been there forever. Bancroft Clothing Company. I mean, I bought stuff there when I was 14 years old. So whoever owns that, they making money hand over fist. Some of these other places, there used to be places to get good salads and sit and do your homework and stuff. But this is the main entrance to the UC Berkeley campus. This is the main entrance to the UC Berkeley campus. Cal Berkeley. Now, because I'm waiting for the phone to charge and I don't live in this area, I think it's a really good idea what I'm doing in terms of filming the area, because then I can edit it and look at it later and apply it. Remember the engineers graduated today. Sorry. Oh, they're gonna be so mad at me. They're gonna be so mad at me because I'm in the middle of the parking lot. Excuse me. They're going to be mad at me right now because I tried to make the light and I'm in the middle of the crosswalk, so they have to walk across me. But this is Berkeley, and it's very hard to get out of here. So you have to do what you have to do. The stoplight. See, he just cheated. He was smart. You know. Now, this area is very interesting because there's a lot of stuff that happened for me in this area. I used to work 3 jobs in high school. And two of the jobs was down here, and the other jobs were up there. Headlines and Leopold's, the record store. But down here, I worked at this Mexican restaurant, and I used to work at Yo Play, a yogurt shop, right next to the movie theater. So let me show you this movie theater as we go down the block. And it's not open anymore, the California. And we used to love this movie theater. I'm so shocked. It's closed, but it's in the poor area. It's completely closed. But I used to work, you see where it says Tasty Pot? Maybe not. I used to work, it was a Mexican restaurant. Now, this place, California Movie Theater, is closed. But down here, it used to be on the corner, Yo Play Yogurt, this whatever this is. And I used to work there. And I really enjoyed it. And here's the library, the Berkeley Library. In fact, I had a friend who graduated from UC Berkeley, who used to work at that library, and he wrote a book while he was working there, and he actually spoke at the UC Berkeley graduation. Kevin, peace to Kevin. I don't know his last name. Pray to God he's still alive and doing well. And I see there's another movie theater up here to the left. I never saw this movie theater. Let's look at it. I'm gonna pull this here so you can see it as I turn. United Art. Oh, this is the UA? Oh my God, it's closed. And then the Shattuck Cinema to the right, you can't see it. But this is the UA. So these were the popular movie theaters, right? Oh my God. So this movie theater right here, oh my God. You see how it's closed? But it says, wanted, cafe and coffee house, Berkeley meets facade and love. This United Artists Theater, the UA, this theater right here means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, but I ain't gonna talk about that. But that means a lot to me, to the point I need to take a picture. I'm going offline now. So when I was in junior high school, I had a boyfriend. I told you his initials were M.E. And his mother dropped us off here. They picked me up from the BART station. My Aunt Catherine enrolled me in some modeling course from, remember Barbizon? Be a model or just look like one. Barbizon. It was over in San Francisco. So I was enrolled in that course, and I took the BART back. M.E.'s mother picked me up with her friend so they could talk about me, and dropped us off here. And we went to this movie theater, and it was a romantic endeavor because he had just come back from Jamaica and bought me an ivory ring that fit my wedding finger. An ivory ring, which is very unique. And that was his gift for when he came back from the Bahamas. And we went here and he gave it to me, and it was just a really romantic time. We were so young. We were in love. And this movie theater is now closed. Very interesting. But I like how they close theirs because at least they have like a design. You see what I'm saying? It's really nice. Oh, I love the UA Theater. The UA, we didn't call it United Artists. We call it the UA. And we didn't really go to the Shattuck because they didn't really have as much good movies. But the Shattuck is just a block away. Then the California is up the street, and there were 2 more movie theaters that I think I recorded today. So we had a lot of movie theaters. Oh, the one on Broadway that's still open. So the one on Broadway where most of the live is open. But this one, UA, California, the Shattuck Cinema, where most of the poor people are, it's closed. Interesting. Let's keep rolling. Now here we are on Berkeley High. So it's hard to see Berkeley High because Berkeley High is a huge school. But this is one entrance to Berkeley High that I used to take coming from the BART as a teacher. I never went to school here. I was a teacher here. And it was a very interesting experience being a teacher here because I really did not want to be a teacher here. Actually, I got a job in the summer at the continuation high school for the Berkeley Unified School District, and that principal, a black man, offered me a job, and these people at Berkeley High told him to back off And then they made me take this job at Berkeley High, and it was the worst job ever in terms of the administration. It was just an uncomfortable job, a very uncomfortable job. And I would have been much better, and I would have probably been still teaching in the continuation school, because and I would have probably become the principal of the continuation school if they would have let me stay with that black man that said, you can stay here and work here. They don't ever want to help black people. I just feel that way. They don't ever want to help black people. This is my feeling as a black teacher. Some food for thought from Teacher Erica.